Welcome to SHAIL'S Kitchen, home of good food and good memories. So let's see what we can come up with today, creating a meal for a family of 4 with $5 or under. Here's what's cooking in SHAIL'S Kitchen today. Individual sausage pizzas. Today we're going to do a super easy recipe making individual pizzas. We've got 4 individual pizza crusts right here. Some Jimmy Dean, just heat and serve sausage links that we're going to cut into pieces. We've got a Mexican blend cheese, grated cheese. We've got some pizza sauce, and we'll also use some extra virgin olive oil, some oregano, and some Italian seasoning. The very first thing I'm going to do is to preheat my oven to 450 degrees. And I've got my baking sheet here. So I love to do this because it makes cleanup so much easier. I'm lining my baking sheet with extra duty foil. And then I'm going to place my baking rack on top of here. And this is where we're going to place our pizzas to put in the oven to bake. I have everything set up assembly line fashion so it's easy to top our pizzas as we go along. I remove the pizza crust from the packaging. I have the sausages that are heated up about a minute or so and cut into nice little bite-sized chunks. Pizza sauce, the shredded cheese, the extra virgin olive oil, Italian seasoning, and oregano. And we are ready to top our pizzas. The first thing I'm going to do is to just drizzle a little bit of olive oil on each of the pizza crusts. And then I have a nice little pastry brush here. And I'm just going to coat the pizza nicely with the extra virgin olive oil. And once we have those nice and coated, then the next thing I'm going to do is just sprinkle each one with a little bit of Italian seasoning and then a little bit of oregano. And these spices are pretty potent in the dried form, so you don't need a lot really. That looks really good. My next layer is going to be my pizza sauce. So I'm going to put some pizza sauce on each crust, and then I can use the same pizza brush that we used before for the olive oil. We'll use the same brush to coat our pizza crust with the sauce. Get that nice and coated. I can smell that aroma of the pizza sauce. It is really good. And you know, when I opened the jar, I tasted it and it is really, really delicious. It's got all the flavors because I thought maybe I might need to add something to it. But it's really good on its own. It stands well on its own. Alright, so we have our pizza sauce on here now. And we are ready to go on to the next step. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to sprinkle cheese all over our pizza crust. I'm just going to do a little bit right now because I'm thinking what I'd like to do is to add the sausages and then top with a little bit more cheese. Okay, so I used about half of the cheese. This is about 1 cup here, which is half of the package. All right, so now we're going to put our sausages on. And I'm going to try to divide this equally between the 4 pizza crusts. These sausages, I might say, are also really delicious. They are the Jimmy Dean breakfast sausages, and all you have to do is, they're already cooked, so all you do is like heat and serve. So I just needed to heat it up a little bit in the microwave for about 60 seconds. And see, we got a nice serving of sausages on each of our pizzas. And then what we'll do is we'll just top with a little bit more cheese. And now we are ready to pop our individual pizzas into the oven. Now the pizzas are ready for the oven, and I'm going to reduce the heat to 425. We did preheat at 450, now it's going to reduce to 425, and I'm going to bake it for about 7 to 10 minutes. I will keep a close eye on it to see how it's going during the baking process. Now it is into the oven, and we're going to put it on the middle rack, and I'm going to set the timer. The pizzas have been in the oven for 7 minutes now, and what I've done is I've rotated the pan, the baking pan with the baking rack and pizza on it, and I'm going to put it back in the oven on the middle rack, and I'm going to just keep checking it for a few more minutes at a time because I'd like the crust to get a little more brown and a little more crispy. So it's been an additional 5 minutes, so what I've done is rotated the baking sheet again, and I'm going to pop it back in the oven for about 2-3 minutes, and I think it'll be ready. The timer just went off, so let's check our pizzas. Well, they smell fabulous, and they look really good too. That's been 15 minutes total. So I wanted you to hear this. See, I'm tapping the edge of the pizza crust, and it feels nice and crusty, and that's how I like it. So we'll get a nice crunch on that pizza when we eat it. So for those who want a little extra on their pizza, I have some Parmesan topping here. I'm just going to sprinkle on our pizzas. This looks really great, guys. And I have some basil leaves. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of basil leaves on our pizzas. Gorgeous. So let's cut into one of our pizzas and see what's really cooking. I hear a nice crunch on that crust. All right. Oops. Got a flying sausage there. All right, time for a bite. It is delicious. Lovely spiciness from the sausage. And the pizza crust got a nice crunch on it. Lovely blend with the cheeses and the Parmesan cheese topping with a little basil to end it off. Lovely. Thank you, Dollar Store, for another amazing meal for a family of 4 for under $5. And just to give you an idea of the size, each of these individual pizzas is 6.5 inches in diameter. So that's a nice size. Total cost for this meal for a family of 4 for 4 individual sausage pizzas is approximately $4.25. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of SHAIL'S Kitchen Low Budget Meals. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, SHAIL'S Kitchen, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you next time on SHAIL'S Kitchen, home of good food and good memories.